Sorry. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Testing. Yeah, we're good. Oh, Allie, you don't have to be doing that. Thank you so much. You are the best. We're going to be getting into the VA-11 hallway in just a moment, y'all. I've just been staring at screens all day. I gotta get some eye drops in. Alright, hello there, sexy party people. I am about to drop a message in the Discord, and we will get on with the intro. Glitch City, 2076 AD. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights who ensure that a corrupt government's laws remain obeyed. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the halla of the BTC-certified bar coded VA-11. But that's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where the story unfolds. We're in Chapter 3 right now. We're going to be seeing how Jill deals with Lenore's death, and I believe that we are on the way to the Dorothy ending. Should be a few hours though still, probably. Oh, it's Gil. Gil in jail. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. This is cozy. Very, very cozy. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? I never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself, you're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know how to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that Idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Oh god, you didn't fuck the Idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it'd just feel weird. Well, that's that for the break, let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gail? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. Mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. Go streaming Chan? Oh, streaming Chan. And that's that. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gail, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today, Dorothy? I'll have a gut punch. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Is the world ending? Nope, wait, shit. Yeah, let's reset that. Five, 6, 7, 8, bang. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilum tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you can make a seismograph with them. Checking that, I found that it's all based on humans' work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And for all those discoveries are not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all of that made me suddenly feel real. 1 second, guys, I gotta use the bathroom. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Alright, let's try something sweet now. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. Oh shit, I should change the window back, shouldn't I? I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs, but after a bit they'd just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you, right now, here, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Oh, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilum. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilum managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what I should take from this is, you love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with the sugar rush. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the solipsis problem got solved? All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian, call her mom, nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but then that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Ugh! Oh, don't worry, by the way, I'm fine. Thank God, it's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that go-go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried Jill will be in my office. Cute little girl, Cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, it sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What do I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush, please. Good choice, Dorothy. So what are you doing on my turf, streaming Chan? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. Behind streaming Chan's awesome mask lives the humble Nicole Chen. Why not call yourself streaming Chen? It's funny now that you mention it. You see, once I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was about as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyways, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than normal. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again! Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need a cracker shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyers. I had a couple of additions, but let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh, so he used the contract to, yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal if it were not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazy teacher fantasies to know they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. 2 big beers. Wait. 1, 2, wait. Ha! I remembered how to make beer. Fuck yeah. Oh no. Fuck you. Hate when all this good shit goes to waste. 6, 7, 8. Fuck yeah, I'm the best at counting to 8. So what do you do, Dorothy? Sex worker. Really? You wouldn't happen to have male coworkers, do you? Am I not good enough for you? Getting serious? No, sorry. Fooling around, maybe. Still, I want to spice up some premium nights, so... Do you have a card? I could send you some numbers and pics. Sure, here you go. And here's mine, just in case you change your mind. Hey, is camgirling like that a good job? Can you earn enough? More than enough. I can even afford an apartment in the high-end district of Glitch City. It can be a challenge from time to time, though. You can't just do anything and expect people to come back. You need to be varied, keep it fresh. It's all worked out nicely, though. One of the top streamers on my website. I even got this. A pillow? Not just a pillow, a Daki Makura, with the website's president on it. It's a trophy in honor of all the money I've brought to the website. Oh my god, that's the Twitch logo. The Twitch logo is on this shit. Yes. It's even a direct line to him. I can use it to call him for tech support on the spot. Call him! Call him! It's busy. Oh well. The only condition I stipulated for this Dokumura is that I can't use it for premium content. Not that I would have, but you know. Boring nights, lonely nights, everything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. She just legitimately said everything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. That kind of stuff. Yeah, you tell me. I can show you something too, but only if you let me promote myself at the end of it all. Ta-da! Cute. I can see you're just stranger to lewd content, but does the streaming site allow it? Well, first they gave me the means to stream, but my website was different from theirs. Eventually the demand for adult content grew, so they added lots of gates to let people get lewd. They created an age gate because of you? Yep. Is there any other streamer you feel might dethrone you? Well, MMA Junkie 2040 is here, so becoming a threat by the day. He got this dog to train with him, and suddenly everyone got interested in mixed martial arts. I wish him all the best, but he's crazy if he thinks he'll take away my spot. Oh yeah, that guy. He was better when he was fatter. Not only was it all the more funny, it was also more inspiring. And I'm not exactly a fan of dogs either. Well, it's been fun, Dorothy, but I gotta go. Mind if I stick with you for a bit? Oh, by all means, let's continue the escapade then. Bye, honey. See ya. Should I remind Dorothy that those ears of hers are signal jammers? Nah. I wonder if the stream looks distorted, though. We're done, boss. Streaming Chan has a fucking Daki, yeah. It's great, isn't it? Were you in the same place? Here, Jill. What's that? Bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Well, either I'm getting old, that girl was too much even for me. $600 instead of $300 this time. Jesus Christ. I gotta click. Happy New Year. May all of your wishes come true in a new magical year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thank you. I don't feel like getting right back into the reading right now. I'm just gonna take a moment and just enjoy the chill-ass music. Whew. Saturday, December 31st. Gilla's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. I would love to see Stella today. Stella's lovely. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? Big one, a reward for after everything's been said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Oh, these are cute little lesbians. You've been avoiding it for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby, come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. You talk first. Well, this is sad. I don't know, man. It's a pretty easy prediction. Dana loves puppers. Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. Oh, what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've ever heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it, at least not until now. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, this fierce little baby. Alright, then. Just that? Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it, and after all those worries, after all these problems, after all these years of not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things, and she just says, sorry. Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. You laughing? I'm sorry, I just remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like the time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. At that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatment were out of the question. Yeah, but the thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? Was that it? Wait, how did she live so normally, though? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days, oh my god. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark, and the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable to it. Doc said she might have missed a shot, or the shots may have made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards, I don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she would still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Oh my god. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I had just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you. But I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore's a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No, she didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for, don't think too much about it. Should have been mature and not shouted at you either. So let's just call that all water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me, exactly? Have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. A description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. Then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me in my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then mine became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Well, we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt, but you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand, I've sometimes felt the same even though I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take the offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore, we are quite the hotheads, you, me, and my sister. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? My sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, It will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you were sorry. And like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much that we were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? Toast. Yeah, let me get you a drink. Don't worry, trust me. Grab this for a sec. Makes sense. In abusive households, the next generation has to take care of their own. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier, so now that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. Come on, just this once. Oh, I'll always miss you, sis. You idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long, you idiot? You idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't it enough? Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Hey, Joe, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep things like that to yourself. It might start raining inside and there might be onions, you know, right at like dick level. I'm not crying. Promise me that we won't fight. You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? Totally cutting onions, buddy. Did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Joe, wasn't this a toast? For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. About this drink, can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We may as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Did you get back at her? I did hide all the dildos in the house that night only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And in a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, oh, do you like eating me for lunch? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? I think I'm at Clary's, actually. Just lesbian things. Hashtag. She's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house after? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by. Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me? If you see a cuke, you're gonna puke. Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yeah, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. You started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? Oh yeah. Shit. Either that or it's just off for New Year's. Said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and in her circle of friends a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic, she did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. You two fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Oh, weird. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, buddy. Alma over here. Party. Small New Year celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want the kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though, no alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. Maybe she came later. It's a visual novel, so the credits can't be that long. Plus, this is a good one. There's also multiple routes. I'm sure that I could have chosen a Stella route to get Dorothy here. I mean, to replace her with Dorothy. You know what I meant. Yeah, I would have liked that. There's multiple routes, so I can probably replay this again some point in the future. Did you have fun? Of course I did. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Oh, it's Jill and Gabby. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. You care too much about that, Exy. Cute. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Yeah, Stella is the cat boomer. Come on, there's gotta be more. No, it's just going to, play this cool little song. Still, I dig it. This is a cozy little game. It's depressing to know that all things have to end, but... What? What? Oh! Oh! I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to, except you now. Shut up. I'm having a good time. See, even Gabby's having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sister. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging her presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Oh, it's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that was what? That had a picture of a cucumber on it. Ow, what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, I got stuck in one of my... Oh, fuck. So I'm a bit like Lenore, then? No, you just remind me of her a bit. However, my sister wasn't as, ass. Well, this girl's trying to say that with your tits and ass, you could bowl a Lenore and a half out of them ass. I know it is, buddy. This is why I play this. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. To share? You're talking too much, Alma. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy. The guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, but it turns out the guy had a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I guess the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. Once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill the fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problem with that one, you know. This one what? With just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take this much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. And now you pretend it's a surprise? She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. She also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that almost Only 2 humans suffer, and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and I think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird. I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away. I think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ballsack guy. If she wanted to see her, she would. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to the city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half something. Don't be so dramatic. And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spent setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm very proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever there, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. I know, I love Dana. First stop, Panama! There's a new game plus, holy shit. I'm going to hop off, take a short break, and then get back on with something else after I discuss, potentially doing some co-op with the Evils. Of course it is. Catch y'all in a bit.